But real quick, before you go, I'm going to show you. You hear the name Moses. Moses is spoken about in Islamic temples. Moses is, they call him Moshe. You heard? It was Moses. Some people say Moshe, some people say Musa, some people different things, right? Okay. If I grew up in Spain, if I grew up in Mexico, I'm going to pronounce it different than a brother that goes in Haiti. So who's right? Is the Haitian right in his French pronunciation? Or is the brother that's in Veracruz, Mexico, is he right with his Spanish? Or are you right with your English? All of us have been scattered throughout slavery. That's why brothers will look just like you in Brazil right now and don't know, they don't call him Yeshua. They have a different Portuguese name they call him. Right. Read, what you got? Exodus chapter 2, verse 20 about water the flock, okay? I'm going to show you, before you leave, Moses, I'm telling you, brother, the real Jews are black. Moses is described as black. I'm going to prove it to you right now. So the other thing you got to understand is that we can go into the Bible and share things that you need to know. That's and show you what are the steps. The Quran doesn't show you the steps to get, it does not. I tried, it does not. The Bible, this is what you have to do. You have to put fringes on your garment. Right. You have to grow your beard out. You cannot eat swine. Right. You must honor the Sabbath. Right. Beautiful, all praises. But the point is, with God and truly serving the one true God, there's certain things that you must do.
But I can't grow this out. This don't really
grow. That's okay. But if hold up, if it doesn't grow out, that's okay.
I'm 41 years old.
That's okay.
I'm not hairy.
But like, for example, some brothers who only could grow like a Mustang, does that mean they're breaking them? No, that means that what God gave them.
No, I was just letting you know.
Yeah. I got you. Hey, don't worry about that, bro. Don't worry about that. Read.
Exodus chapter 2, verse 17.
Watch this.
And the shepherds came and drove them away.
So when you're reading the history, there were times when fathers would send their daughters out by themselves to get water for animals. And what happens if a group of girls come with animals and men are there? What do you think's going to happen?
They ain't going to get nothing.
They going to be waiting last because the men going to go first. Watch, read this.
But Moses stood up and helped them. And
wait, let's go back up to the part where it says, blah, 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 blah. Read it again. Watch this. Read it again. Watch.
Verse 17. And the shepherds came and drove them away. But Moses stood up and helped them.
So they got driven away. They was trying, hey, our dad wants us to get water for the animals. And the men said, get out of here. The men are here. Moses stood up for them. Read on.
And watered their flock.
So Moses like, look, man, what do you do? We're going to give them water too, because that's what righteous men do. They see something that's not fair and they stand up for it and they make things right. You know, that's why I'm trying to make things right with Islam. It's wrong. We're going to make it right with you. And if you choose to follow that, that's on you. But there's a better way. There's a better way, brother. Read.
And when they came to Ruel, their father.
So now the girls, they got water, right? Moses helped them. They went back to Ruel, their father. Obviously, the father was probably not strong enough or couldn't get there. Read on.
He said, how is it that you are come so soon today?
How is it today? Because normally they came back late because they had to wait for the men to go. Today they came back early. So he asked them, why are you home so early today? Watch what she says about Moses. Read.
And they said, an Egyptian.
Now read that right, bro. You skipping different words, I think. Read.
Verse 19. And they said, an Egyptian.
Wait a minute. You hear what the girls, they had to describe Moses in a certain way. They said an Egyptian delivered us today. So we know that the Egyptians from before Jesus lived, all of them was dark like this brother, Gabe. Darker than Gabe. You understand that? So we know that Moses was a black man. We know that Paul was a black man.
Bring it out.
So I'm gonna tell you something. Give me real quick, give me Psalms, wash ye, make ye clean. I think it's Psalms 51. Yes, sir.
So is it true that
is it true?
Jesus had a son named Simon?
Could you prove that?
I'm
okay.
asking.
So I don't have any understanding that Jesus had any physical children, right? But I'll say this, and it never talks about Jesus having a wife, but I'll say this. What, in all respect, what does that Jesus potentially having children, what does that do for you, knowing that? How does that help you?
That Jesus walked this earth just like me.
Right.
Full-fledged man.
I'm going to show you that. I'm going to give it to you. When we're done with that, I'm going to show you. And Jesus did think about women. Jesus did think about punching niggas in their face at times. I'm serious. He was a regular brother. I'm going to show you. Yeah. Yeah. And, yes. But I'm going to show you that Jesus actually tore a whole temple up. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. Jesus was thug at times. Read.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 16.
Watch this.
Wash you, make you clean.
So this is the message for you, brother. Listen, Islam and all that other stuff, you dirty with the Most High right now. The way you be clean is you get washed. Read on.
Put away the evil of your doings.
I was evil when I was in that Islam. I was evil in the Christian church. I had to be washed and renewed by learning who I am. Now, since you brought it up, give me John chapter 2. So Jesus did, and I'm saying it for brothers can understand today, and you know, because thugs shoot people, but Jesus did get gangster at times. I'm gonna show you, because you said that. I studied the Bible. I got to share that with you, because Jesus was a brother that when he got upset, he stood up and he regulated things. Right. John chapter 2, where is it at? We'll start at verse 13. Watch this, read, because we got a Passover coming up. And you know why I know the Passover's coming? Because it's based upon the moon.
That's
which
right.
God set up for us to be our signs for feast. You understand? In a declaration of times. Read.
John chapter 2 verse 13.
Let's see when Jesus regulated the doggone things that were wrong. And Jesus did not play a game. Jesus was not a white, soft-spoken, angelic-looking Brad Pitt with long hair. He was not that. Wow. Jesus was a austere man, a black man. Read.
And the Jews' Passover was at hand.
So what was going on here? It was the Jews' Passover, right? This was when Jesus did this. Read it again.
And the Jews' Passover.
What day was it? The Jews' Passover. You know how many thousands of people were gathered there? When the Passovers come, it is hundreds of thousands of Israelites gathered. Christ did it in front of these people. This was a big event, a magnificent event. Read.
And Jesus went up to Jerusalem.
So Jesus went up because he had to go to Jerusalem. It was a law in Deuteronomy 16. 3 times a year, all the men of Israel had to go up to keep the feasts of the Lord. Read.
And found in a temple those that sold oxen and sheep.
So remember, it says it was the Jews' Passover. Right. You're not supposed to buy and sell on the Lord's holy day. So he goes into the temple. He sees Jews selling at tables during the Lord's day. Watch what he does. I'm going to show you. This is powerful. Read.
And the changers of money sitting. And when he had made a scourge of...
So hold up. Read it again, because a lot is going on in this verse. Read it again.
And found in a temple those that sold oxen.
So there was more than one temple in Jerusalem. He went to a temple. He saw the men, the changers of the money, who were the leaders, selling and exchanging money. Right? Watch this. Read it again.
And found in a temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting.
They was moving doves, sheep, all of that. They were sitting down at a table. Now today you get a table from IKEA. It's made out of particle board. What do you think the tables were made out of back thousands of years ago? Wood. Man, strong, solid wood. Heavy wood, right? Watch this. Read on.
And when he had made a scourge of small cords.
Read it again. I want that, bro. He gonna get it. Read it again.
And when he made a scourge of small cords.
Do you know what a scourge is? A scourge. So Jesus made a scourge of cords. Think of a cord. What does a cord do? Think of an electric cord. He took cords and tied them together. What did Jesus make? He made a whip. And in the cord, it was not made out of plastic like electrical. I use the cord for an analogy. Those cords were made out of strong materials. Watch what Jesus does as he walks into the temple and sees them breaking God's laws. Watch what the Messiah does. Read.
Joseph. drove them all out of the temple.
So you got to imagine, a lot is being said. You look at the temple, and everybody's in there, and they breaking God's laws. He did what?
And drove them all out.
Nah, he drove like 4 of them out. Stop, read it right, man.
He drove them all out of the temple.
So let's see, did he say, hey guys, listen, you know what? I need all you guys to shoot up together, roundabout. Wait, I'm gonna show you what he did. Read.
And the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the.
You know how hard it is to get an ox to move? Try to look at a video on YouTube of a farmer trying to. You ever heard of an ox being stubborn as an ass? How do you get animals that's eating, that's set in their place to get out of a temple? Well, read it again.
He drove them all out of the temple.
Man, the black Messiah drove them all out the temple. How he did that? Read on.
And the sheep and the oxen.
Man, he got all the animals out.
How?
I'm gonna go read on.
And poured out the changers' money.
So you trying to tell me that one man, if you got all them brothers changing money, Jesus went up and was just like, hey guys, I'm gonna need you to stop. I'm gonna pour this out. I'm gonna pour your money out. Man, Jesus came in there like, I have to think of like a movie. You ever see Carl Weathers in Action Jackson? You know what Carl Weathers is?
Yeah,
Carl Weathers is whooping rear end, right? Remember my man Wesley in Blade? Remember those scenes? Jesus got into that Wesley Snipe whoop-ass mode, and he said, he ain't damn right. Flip the tables over. They said, this guy's going crazy. Let's get the hell out of here. Jesus because he was standing up for God.
That's right.
So it's okay to stand up for God. I'm not saying go beat people but the image of white Jesus they give you is, oh brother, I love you. No. Jesus stood for God's laws. And that's why he had the power. When they came to take him, he had the power to kill them all. There was one time, give me the, I don't know the scripture, but there was one time they came to get him. And Peter took out his sword and cut the ear off. And then when the guys came to get Peter, Christ said, back! And they all fell down. You see the superheroes? When like different superheroes, they have the power, they can say, they open their mouth and a shockwave hit them. Jesus told them to get back and they all fell down. So at any time he could have took them all out.
Right.
And that's to your point. He had to walk like a man. He had to take his death like a man. He was tempted of women. He was tempted to unjustly slap somebody.
I get it now.
Yeah, that's it. Watch this. This is heavy, bro. So the way that we learn the Bible is through a European lens. The Bible, when you learn it through the Israelites, we're showing you this is what the Bible's about. And you got to keep God's laws. The same spirit that we deal with Christ, it's not okay. It's not okay for you. For example, I know you got them tattoos throughout parts of your life. And one of the tattoos you have is RIP because somebody died with someone that had a lot of meaning to you. You took the time, this person meant a lot to you. So you said, well, I want them to rest in peace because I love them. They must have meant a lot to you, right? But we were raised in Islam and in the Christian church to do what we want. What you got? John 18, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Read.
John chapter 18, verse 6. As soon then as he had said unto them, I am he.
Wait, go back, read, go up above, because I'm going to show you, because you brought up about the sword. Yeah. Because I want to show you. You got to go to work. All right, listen, I'm going to tell you straight. The same way Christ was. Islam is not the way, brother. You need to come the hell out of it. I'm telling you. It's wrong. They're lying to black men. And whenever they make a salient point, it's always with Farrakhan quoting your forefathers. You're a real Jew, the Bible speaks of. It's time to come out of Islam. It's time to come out and keep God's laws. You must keep the new moon. You must keep the high holy days of the Lord. Keep the beard going. Whatever you can grow, keep it going. You see these right here? These are fringes. These are supposed to be on your garments. Fringes in a border of blue. These are the laws of God. And these are what you must learn. And brother, there's a place for you to come learn in fellowship. Okay? But we have to be one mind. We can't be rocking things that we learned from ancient Arabs. Because whether or not, there could be somebody that come and disagree with me and you and say, no, it's actually this man that learned. Okay, say we're all wrong. We learned it from the Arabs. That's a fact. We all got to agree on that. And the Arabs' belief in one God that came from Muhammad, he got the idea for monotheism from the real Jews. And that's what we're trying to tell you today. That's who you are. Christ was a Jew. You was a Jew. This man right here is a Jew. And we gotta understand that, brother.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.